infinite power.
Hello. I should have coughed before I started recording. Anyways, guys, welcome back to another Clash Night video. Today, I am doing an update video. Now, most of you guys already know about the Magic Archer coming out because the Magic Archer challenge just ended. But we got the description. I'll read it to you. Not quite a wizard nor an archer. He shoots a magic arrow that passes through and damages all enemies in its path. It's not a trick. It's magic. So pretty much most of you guys have already played with this card if you're at least like a level 8. I don't know if they've changed that in any few updates that they've had. But here it is. Of course, it's the same on tournament stats because, you know, it's a level 1 right here. And that's what tournament stats are. But, oh my gosh, sorry if I sound a little weird, I'm coughing. I am sick like everyone else is. But I am getting better, so it shouldn't be long. I still have strep, so it's gonna be a while before my throat actually gets better. I can talk normally, but I think I got it now to be able to record. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the Magic Archer, and you know, people have been talking that there's this new update coming out, and if you've remembered, we had an update in October. That was a huge update, and we also had one in December. That's 2 months apart. Well, where's the February update? I don't know if they couldn't get an update out in time or something, or they've been really busy because they also had Brawl Stars Clash of Clans. I think Boom Beach, I don't know what it's called, or and if that's even their game, because I don't play it. I'm kind of, you know, I don't really know many of their games, and they have some other games too, maybe, but they have a lot of games. That's pretty much all I'm trying to get to you guys. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. I think they got the Magic Archer ready. They just kind of like, you know, threw a card in just because they didn't want to keep us waiting. They got some challenges out so they could work on their other games in the meantime, because I believe they're trying to get an update out for March, but they have some issues and it might not be able to come out till April, which is sad. So maybe they should put that update aside and maybe I keep saying maybe, here, let's think of another word. Instead, they'll come out with a new card for in between, maybe a new card in March, or maybe they can just throw in something that they were working on and make the update that's coming out in March a little bit smaller. Or no, April a little bit smaller, you know, just some ideas. And they should, you know, just, if they're postponing it till April, then they should get something out in March, because Clash Royale is dying, as you saw in my last video, and people aren't enjoying it much, and they need to come out with more updates. So it would be really cool if they could get a nice update out in March and then have the big one come in April, because it seems like they've been having some issues and they have to postpone it until April just because, you know, they got a lot of stuff going on with 4 or 5 other games to deal with other than Clash Royale. So yeah, that's pretty much for the updates. I'd like you guys to comment down below maybe some cards that Supercell could add to the game. One of my cards that I was thinking of actually was a minion spawner, because, you know, the minion isn't too overpowered. If you go look at its stats, I have so many cards to upgrade. I'm saving up my gold to get a max level Zap. But anyways, level 9 minions, I mean, they're not too overpowered. You get a minion spawner, you know, it would work like the furnace, but it would spawn 2. 1 or 2, I'd say 2, because even 3 is easy, but like 3 is easy to counter, so 2 should be easy, and you know, maybe, man, I had this all planned out, but I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna Yeah, that reminds me. I remembered now. Um, um, the min the minions part. So it looks something like the furnace, I'm guessing. And where's the furnace? Here, but maybe on top it would be something. I don't know. Because it's the only air spawn. Like it's the only spawner that's gonna spawn air. It'd be something like an epic, but it would be something like this, and maybe like on top it would have like this little dispenser, something that shoots out these minions, kind of like a factory almost, kind of like this, and that would be pretty cool, you know, just spawning in minions. And another idea I had was an ice spirit spawner. You got the fire spirit, why not one ice spirit every like 10 to 15 seconds? Because ice spirits are pretty good. And for them to be spawning like every 5 seconds, that would just be one, really annoying, and two, a little bit overpowered. 15 seconds would actually be good, but that's just my idea because it's just my opinion on how it should work. Supercell, if they come out with any of these two cards, these two spawners, then that's up to them how they're going to build it. But they really should make it to where there is an all spawner deck, which would get pretty annoying. But they should definitely add one more spawner. Now, I started playing this in July 2016, so I have no idea if all these spawners even came out with the game, and they haven't released another spawner at all, because I don't remember any of these spawners coming out, because I was in the lower arenas forever, because I didn't know how to play, and I mean, I definitely remember there being only 9 arenas. There were just 9 arenas at the time. But yeah, enough with the flashbacks. That's just my opinion on how the card should work and my ideas on what the card should be. That's pretty much it for this update video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload again. Thanks for watching.